Art Booze. Art Bros Booze coming back at you guys.
Still on the spooky train.
Yes, we are getting
and
tired.
It's smelling a lot like shit from all the shit in pants down there, you know?
We're even getting it in the mail.
I am tired of talking about scary things. But for you, in the spirit,
you love the smell of your pants now.
In the spirit of the holiday approaching soon, we are continuing talking about spooky things.
Yes.
And this week is no different. Look at this thing. It is creepy. Creepy as hell. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. Well, we got what looks like some sort of like old man.
We got some type of stroll, you know? Yeah.
Strutting.
Okay, but first we should say, do we want to take a crack at the guy who did it?
Yes. The name.
Okay. The name is super Polish.
Super Polish.
Yes, he's Polish. We know that.
Buchin.
Zdzisław Beksiński.
Zdzisław Beksiński. Something like that.
Anyway, the name will be in the title of this, if anything. But
you try to pronounce it too, guys. Alright, you try to pronounce it too. It's very difficult.
But pretty much when looking at this piece, we had trouble finding the actual title, but something we were able to find that it was constantly referred back to was the album art cover for Sun in the House of Scorpion by Blood of Kingo.
Yes.
Death metal. They played at my wedding.
Yeah.
They
were great.
They are fantastic.
The drummer was so nice.
They are so nice.
The Blood of Kingu drummer.
He was the bartender as well. But he only served non-alcoholic beer, because he wanted to make sure everyone got home safe. And all that. So
near beer.
Nice guy. Keith.
Yeah,
Keith was his name.
He the beautiful toast.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Anyways,
yeah.
Back to the art. He's the one who wants to talk about the art. So we have a stroll going on here. What seems to be this like death dementor looking guy.
So Halloween. It's so fucking Halloween.
This is what you would see outside that like lunatic neighbor you have.
Yeah.
That like gets really into the holiday, and he would put like this outside of his house.
No, yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, he forced the moon to look that shape.
Yes. Yes.
It's so like dreamy. That's like it's so like livid and dreamy and lucid. It feels like something you would.
It feels like if I was lost in the forest and saw this.
This is what you don't want to think about when you're in a forest.
Or
if you got into the forest, you're gonna have your food, and you start picking up the mushrooms on the ground.
You just tripping balls. Yeah.
So what we have is a dementor-looking dude. What it looks like taking a wolf of sorts out for a walk. No leash. Mm-hmm. He's just guiding the wolf. Mm-hmm. Or he could be humping it. We don't know.
Hey, doggy.
Yeah, but the creepiest part for me is that the sky. The sky looks like it is covered. It doesn't even look like a sky. It looks like the top of the bed, like of a cave, and like light is seeping through, and it looks like hell.
Yeah,
it honestly looks like it's underneath rocks. So it gives you this idea of like, oh, we're actually in hell, and this is just a dude taking his dog out for a walk in hell.
This guy died in 2005 by being murdered, actually.
This demon?
Yeah,
this demon.
Yeah, there's a whole backstory. This is Keith, by the way. This is Keith. He's kind of weird, but alright. No, but Polcheski, or whatever his name was, stabbed 17 times.
Damn.
He was a nice guy, but,
murdered.
Kind of fitting for the style of art that he does. Guys, check out his other work. Just take that name and just Google it, because all his work is extremely like cryptic and scary.
Totally
I love it. It like if you see just a slideshow of his work in continuous, it'll like give you chills.
Like going back to what you about this guy, like me looking at this guy, I was like, now that looks like a really modern building, which kind of
offset by the possible forest.
It's kind of like, all right, this could be like some type of like personal taking that Polcheski has on like the modern type of day.
This could be a apocalypse.
What if it's like a gentleman in hell, like out
taking
his cane walk?
Yeah, totally.
This is a gentleman in hell right here.
Yeah.
Mother, hello.
I'm sure he probably wants to take us out for a nice dinner.
Just painting the town red
with
your intestines.
Come on, Fluffy. let's blow this popsicle.
I just love the idea that this wolf's name is Fluffy.
Fluffy. Fluffy, you're so fluffy.
Fancy, what do you got?
As I said, it's just a day in hell, maybe. Although it's more
A
ghost-like
demon.
in a way because of the wisp around him, like fog
The fog.
coming
Yeah.
up from the bottom.
I think the fog is what really takes it, like, it would be a sort of reality if it wasn't for the fog. The fog makes it seem like there's like this, you're having like a hallucination of vision of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's such a creepy piece. I love looking at it. I can't not look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. It's the eyes are, both eyes are not there. They're just like sockets. They're extremely expressionless.
The wolf kind of has no real face when you start looking at it.
Yeah,
really.
it's just suggested, right? Yeah, you can even say the same thing about the demon guy. It's just a suggested thing. Then you have this building that seems to have like some sort of markings on it.
What I do really enjoy about this is there's a really interesting jumping back and forth like contrast, because the amount of like detail and like the almost like veiny like lines that you see in the foreground with the silhouetted tree, it's super swirly and there's a lot of
Yes.
lines.
It's almost like it's clawing in a way.
And you go to the background with the
flat.
sky. It's like it's flat, but it still has like that same texture. That same
not
like.
to mention the tree, the
Oh,
building
no.
in the back being so straight.
That's why I really like it, actually, because you got the foreground super like scratchy and all that.
Yeah.
You got the background super scratchy as well, but then you got the middle ground where you got the building, you got Fluffy, you got Keith, and it's all kind of like it's all much of like softer tones, almost like it's like
Yeah.
wash paint almost.
It makes me happy that like hell has like nice forests, at least like nice parks to take your dog for a walk
That's
through.
yeah, Mike.
It makes me really happy. It really does. What I like is that the wolf has no leash, so it's like this guy is so badass. He's taking his wolf out for a walk,
dude, yeah, he's just.
and he doesn't need
He's just looking for pussy. You're
Ladies,
like, ooh, I got a cute dog. Ladies.
one
stick.
one by one, please.
Your numbers, please.
Yeah. Ladies.
Yes.
Fluffy's like,
Oh God. Okay. Pat. Give me
yeah.
your final thought on this guy.
Final thoughts is something I do really enjoy about it is the composition, but going back to what I said before, I really enjoy the contrast between the really like soft, cloudy, hazy middle ground, but then in the foreground and background, it's so like more detailed, which I really enjoy.
Fancy.
Oh, well, I kind of like more the color, really, how it's being used, because it's more of a gray, blacks, and then
yeah.
you know it's up against oranges of all things.
Yes.
Like I said, it's so Halloween.
Yeah,
Like,
it is the palette too. The thing I love the most about this is it's made for all like different types of viewers. If you're just a person that kind of just skims through viewing art, this is creepy. You get it. It's straight up. It's forward. But if you're the kind of person that looks into detail, you get a much more detailed world. You see the detail of the quote unquote sky that looks more like bedrock.
Yeah.
Looks like rock. And then you look at the detail of like what he's doing with the wolf. Like he's like there's no leash. He's holding it. You get like this atmosphere, this reality starts building in this painting. Like it's hell. It could
Stylized.
be hell. Yeah, it could be hell. It could be something.
And with like scary, with images or paintings that like are supposed to emulate fear toward the viewer, what I do really enjoy about this is other paintings that usually I tend to focus on a type of phobia or some type of like personal fear. This is like I find like universally
It's
creepy.
universal.
You know, it's like you just like ooh.
Anybody, even Dwayne the Rock Johnson, would be scared of this.
AKA the Scorpion,
Scorpion
King,
King.
AKA The Rock, AKA Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
Yes.
AKA Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, guys, just another day in hell
Another day.
on Art
Another
Bros.
stroll.
Yes.
So, guys, let's go for a stroll with our wolves,
Yeah.
and we'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Don't be too scared till the final episode.
Ooh. All right.